Growing up, for me, my biggest insecurity was always being fat. And no matter how hard I tried, I could literally never get the weight off. So I know what it's like to be trying everything and anything and none of it to work for you. No matter what diets I tried, no matter what supplements I took, I could never get it off. And with the overwhelming amount of information on the internet, it is hard to know what you should actually believe. Today, I'm going to be teaching you some of my top fat loss tips that help me go from fat to shredded. Number 1, make it a lifestyle and not a diet. Have you ever seen a diet advertisement and been like, oh my goodness, I could never do that. That diet looks like it sucks. That is exactly my point. Everybody is doing diets when really they should be making lifestyle changes, habit changes. The way you eat should change rather than the foods and how restrictive you get with your diet. You should be happy with your diet and it should make you feel good rather than torturing you like most diets do. So yes, change your diet to a lifestyle. Make it that you are happier and you're enjoying what you eat and the stuff you're doing in the right timings. With advice like in this video that can change your diet to a lifestyle. Number 2 has to be fasting for me because that tool I use so much. Without fasting, I don't think I would have ever gotten as lean as I did and had enjoyed my diet as much as I did. Let me give you an example. There's 2 different ramis and they both have to eat 2,000 calories, right? So the one on the left doesn't fast and now has to split up his calories as much as he can between 3 meals. So let's just say he does 500, 500, and 1,000. Versus the other Rami, on the other hand, only has 2 meals throughout the day because he fasts during the morning. And now he has 2,000 to split between 2, which is 1,000 for lunch and 1,000 for dinner. This works so much better. You go to bed so much more full and you can use stimulants in the morning like caffeine to suppress your appetite and give you more awareness. So you don't really care about eating in the morning anyway. Now, without this tool, I would have struggled with dieting. But because I had this tool, it unlocked a whole new world of dieting. So tip number 3, oh wait, come closer. So the next tip is something I don't think I've heard that often, but it's having consistent eating times, windows where you would eat consistently throughout the day. I found this out through my chiropractor, but once I started implementing it into my diet, it actually changed everything because I had times to work towards. I no longer guessed about how my day was going to go and if I was going to get hungry at certain points. I knew when I was going to eat and give or take an hour or 2 off it. This tip allows you to work and focus and not really guess when you're going to eat because you already know it's going to be at 12 or whenever. But this does allow you to not guess anymore. Not wake up every day and be like, oh, am I going to starve? Am I going to eat my calories too soon? And it allows you to know what works with your body and you can test out different times. So I don't get why this isn't said everywhere else because I've never heard it before. But having consistent eating time. There's a lot of noises happening, bro. Why do I pick to go outside? If you're enjoying the video so far, hit the like button because it shows that you love these videos, and hit the subscribe button because it means you join me. You actually care about what I put out there and it means a lot to me. Tip number 4, one that you've probably heard but don't know the reason why to. Having a higher protein diet. Why do we want a higher protein diet while dieting? And I'm going to give you the reasons why right now. So when you are dieting, you have a certain amount of calories you are eating. And when you eat those calories, they now get burnt up inside you to digest them. It's called the thermogenic effect. When you eat something, it slowly gets burnt down before it gets absorbed into your body. And what do you know? Out of protein, carbs, and fats, protein has the highest thermogenic effect, which means as you eat it, it gets burnt down the most before anything else. So what does this mean for you? Let's say you were to eat 1,000 calories worth of fats and 1,000 calories worth of protein. You are now burning 30 to 20% of that 1,000 calories, which would be 300 to 200 calories just of eating the protein. Versus if you were to do that with the fats, it's more like 50 calories. So just having a higher protein diet, with just the factor of how it burns in your body, is a huge advantage. You are literally eating more, but it's getting burnt up in your body. The second reason is because you need it for protein synthesis. To gain muscle while losing fat, you need to have a high protein diet. Without it, you can't gain muscle. You're gonna find it very hard while dieting. So that's why you get a 2-for-1 if you have a higher protein diet. It burns faster and you gain muscle while losing weight, which is 2-in-1. Why wouldn't you want that? Tip number 5 will have to be going on small walks. Realize that you don't have to be dripping in sweat sweat to be burning calories. Just doing a small walk every single day can be the difference in you losing weight and gaining weight. If you don't have a smartwatch, what I used to do, even if my watch dies, is I would walk in a certain direction for half the duration of what I wanted to do. So let's say I wanted to go on a half an hour walk. I will put a timer on for 15 minutes as I leave my house, and then when it goes off, I'll walk back in the other direction. And during this time, try to multitask something you would normally do just sitting at home. And that's what I do. When I go on a walk, I try to play podcasts that allow me to think deeper, and I burn calories doing so. So yeah, try to add small walks into your day, whether that's half an hour in the morning, half an hour at night, or an hour as the sun's setting. That's what I do. Just try to implement some sort of walking that allows you to get somewhere near 10k steps and an hour of walking or activity in your day. Now, all these tips are amazing, but the last thing you need that actually prevents everybody from losing fat is a caloric deficit. You need to be in a caloric deficit to lose fat, which people don't understand. They think it's just some pill or some dieting fad that just makes you lose weight, but it's really a caloric deficit you need to be in. All a caloric deficit is eat less calories than you burn in your day-to-day life. So say altogether you burn 2,800 calories every day. All you need to do is eat 2,700 even, and you will lose weight. That's all it is. I hope it changes your life in some way, shape, or form. And if it did, it would mean the world to me if you press the subscribe button and like button. I hope you have a lovely day.